This one I have called We Decide What We Want to See. And I recently had a conversation with a friend about this, and I thought it was a good one. And it is, that everything in our world, everything we see, is neutral until we decide to interpret it, or judge it, or put a label on it. And that's as children, that's kind of the world we have been programmed, that we learn to react in ways to different circumstances, like that's the normal because everyone else does. But comes a point in our spiritual evolution that we realize that we are responsible for what we feel and what we think. So so simple examples to just make the point that a situation, we can 10 different people can react to a single situation differently, radically different. For example, when something happens in our life that might be hard, someone triggers us, something something happens that it's not so favorable, if you want to say that. Someone does something to us. We can choose to one choice is to say, okay, that person did that, that's terrible, and start to project that. Or we can take a step back and we can say, oh, now I feel these emotions, these judgments, and we can see the situation or the person as a gift that is showing us something that's unresolved inside of us, because nothing out there can create our emotions or thoughts about it, but it's just essentially it is just a gift showing us where we already have wounds, and now we can say, thank you for that, and you can attend that and heal that. If we look at the you can see those two are radically different, and choices of how we respond, and that we can do in everything that happens. And and by doing that, we move from being a victim in life to realize that we are responsible to everything that happens to us. Or we doesn't have to go that far yet, that's probably for another video, but we are responsible to how we react to everything in our life. And it can be sometimes hard also to move from being a victim, because it's the ego mind takes quite some juice off by projecting outward and not seeing its own flaws, if we want to call it that, or its own pain. And so that just was a quick quick thought I was thinking, and that mindset of realizing that I decide how to react. So, like a bird comes here and takes a shit on my shoulder, I can say, "Oh my God, that's terrible. The bird, pooped on me." Or you can say, "Oh, I'm grateful it was only on my shoulder and not on my head." And you have a completely different circumstance. Or you can even laugh about it and say, the bird probably was in very, I really had to poo really fast, that it had to do it on me. So I guess it was urgent. That's the word, urgent. And you can laugh about it. So that's how we can move through life and see the gifts in everything that we usually perceive as bad, and take responsibility. And that's when we really become free. And it's a daily practice. And yeah, so that was it for today. Thank you.